So you're seeing all those dynamic move. We're also moving,
So
playing
was
with
the
the
camera
lights,
moving around?
and then
Okay,
playing
the
with,
lights and then
playing with
Whoa.
bundles that will show. So if you play, you see that light is moving like this, light is doing like this. You're able to see all those things coming
I
to
see,
play.
yeah. The light comes. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Film Unbox. On today's episode, we're going to be breaking down a TV commercial. We're going to talk about the lighting, we're going to talk about the cinematography, and a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot for you to learn on this episode. But before we get there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share this content because there'll be loads of informative and entertaining content about filmmaking that will satisfy your curiosity and help your growth as a filmmaker. So for now, let's go over to the episode. On today's episode, we have a very special guest. I mean, this guy's experience is like I had to pull him in. I said you have to be on one of my segments to help more people know about filmmaking and then learn a thing or two. I'm not the person that will introduce it. He will introduce himself. Guys, meet Remex Jerusalem.
Hi everyone. Wherever you're watching this from, top of the morning to you. My name is Jerusalem Zuamo, and I love to just leave my name at that. I don't like to put titles to it because I do a lot. You can find me under the animation world. You can find me under directing. You can find me under editing. So
Awesome. So we start off with the Bajad projects like I have on my screen here. So I'm just going to play it through so our audience too can watch.
What separates the champions from the rest?
Interesting.
Bigger heart and a stronger body. Bigger heart gives you the power to move ahead. And a stronger body helps you stay strong to take on any challenge. That's just what you will discover in the champion of KKs. Say hello to the all-new Super K.
Okay, so we're going to just be breaking down the studio parts today. If you guys want us to talk about every other thing that was executed, I mean, you can mention in the comments and then we'll come back to this video. So for the studio part, I mean, there's some things that caught my mind. But first, let's see what role did you play here? And I mean, that will give birth to the stories that we need to go on.
yeah, so for this commercial, I was actually the AD, the assistant director for it. But eventually I kind of ended up like being the director itself because it was during the COVID and the Indian guys couldn't travel to Nigeria.
Oh,
And we had a DOP that came all the way from Italy. His name is Stefano. I was meeting him for the first time and I learned one or two from him. For every DOP or for every director's more comfortable with his DOP that he trusts.
Yeah.
And a DOP need to be very comfortable. When I stretch my hand like this, I need a 24.
yeah.
When I look, your
So
your
it's
boys
already
are
using
little bit
technical
intact.
terms, guys. So when you say 24, because I have a broad range of audience. So I have people that are like just starting up. But when you say, so what you use now, so we run away. So when you say 24, what do you mean 24?
Okay, so there are different type of lenses.
Okay.
So you have a 24 mm, you have a 35 mm, you have a 50 mm, you have a 70 to 200, 70 to 300. There are different type of lenses. Now for commercial, there are specific lenses you have to use. It's always mostly when you have to use like prime lenses.
Oh yeah.
And
So reason why should we use or why
okay,
prime lens?
so for example, I need to shoot a particular object. Let's look at the Bajaj itself.
Okay.
So achieving those dynamic looks of the keke itself, and getting those sharp angles the way you want it, you will need prime lenses.
Okay.
You wouldn't need zoom lenses because zoom lenses you have to stay from afar to get what you want, but prime lenses you get directly into those things and pull out those details the way you want them. And it's more of a close range shoot than shooting from afar. And the aspect, and one thing I even learned on this set was understanding the lighting for auto.
Okay.
Now shooting for mobile like cars and all of that, it's a different ball game
Are you
entirely.
sure we're not going to do a breakdown here? Because I'm getting very excited about this. I mean, lighting for automobiles is totally different from humans.
Yeah, it's a different ball game entirely. So if you watch that Bajaj Keke, you will notice that you hardly see light that flashes around.
They're all
the
wrapped
edges.
about the around the Bajaj.
Yeah, so there's a certain way that Keke was lit. There were we had a lot of lights, but then we had a lot of bandos, we had a lot of bounce box.
So to control the lights.
To make sure the lights don't come direct, to make sure the light source comes from somewhere else. So we could on the lights and send the light somewhere else, and then it brings it back to a particular place. Because when you throw it direct, you might notice that you have some harsh places which you need more correction when they need to do. And for every good DOP, he wants to make sure the 90% or 100% of the job is done right there on set. So that was what we were aiming for. And it was quite technical in the sense that...
To avoid fix it in post.
Yes. So it was just me, him, and one or two persons. And it's a commercial. And we are dealing with the almighty JJ Okocha, where you see all this leg over started, all this the Ronaldo leg over, they learned from him. That's where it started. So for me was, we have to get it right. So if you see, there were some, like from the beginning of that, we needed to create a situation where you have a JJ Okocha spinning round.
Yeah.
And we had to use the smoke machine.
Okay. So that's this thing now.
Yeah. We had to make sure we had that machine constructed where it's going to be spinning him.
So something that can carry his weight.
Yeah, something
and
that can
this was
carry
in
his
COVID,
weight.
where you can't easily import things and...
No, so that was constructed.
So what was it made up of?
It was made of an electric device and also a wood.
Wood. Okay.
So once it turns on, it starts spinning.
So there's like a propeller inside of it.
Yeah, so you have to put it in a way that it's able to carry his weight. You know. But then again, you can't have JJ come test his weight and all of that. So we had to get the guys, make sure they construct something that can carry some kind of heavy weight. So that was done. So once we connected it, we press it, it turned him on. And the good thing is, you see that this was not slow. We didn't slow it down in post. The speed,
so it was actually
practical.
real time.
It was
real
practical.
Time speed.
Yeah, real time speed. So you understand the technicality of trying to get that and making sure the light. So if you see, there is light directly behind him.
Yes.
There's light directly behind him.
And he forms all the rim lights.
Yeah.
Showing by his edges.
So that was technical. And
but
he turns around without you seeing the light.
Totally silhouette-ish, right? We can still see a bit of him. We can see the number.
Yeah.
So that means there was still like another lighting source in front of him. So it's not pitch black.
I'm telling you that we had quite a lot of lights. So and then
like how many? Give me numbers.
I wouldn't really say, but I think we had close to about 20 lights. Yeah, I think we had close to about 20 lights coming in from different directions to solve different issues. So you see the light directly on him to make sure we see the number was coming from a different place entirely. And it wasn't harsh. It was just a little to just illuminate the number so that we can see. At this point, we're not looking at his face. We're not looking at anything. We're just trying to make you see some kind of creative look of introducing somebody.
Yes, introducing him.
So you see that the light behind him never got into the picture. So you see, if you notice, by the time he stepped out of that place, he came into the light.
Yes,
you see more of the light is coming from his left shoulder.
Yes.
That's still in the process of introduction. So it's just like sometimes when you want to do something, you don't just show it up to the people. It's a process. It starts coming up. So who is turning here? Oh, it's turning here. Oh, I think it's JJ. Oh, are you sure it's JJ? Oh, okay. So you see, that's how you drag your audience. You don't just, spin fool them with everything. Yeah. It's a process, a motion.
Step by step. You build up.
And then the whole advert theme was, bigger heart, stronger body. So you see a bigger heart, something turning, okay, somebody, this person get money, they turn around, what is happening? Then he walks into the light,
And then he
you see the
reveals him.
muscles, you see the stronger person, because
Yeah,
JJ was
actually,
a
JJ
strong player.
He's a very strong player. They can't
You
get
know.
the ball off him. Okay, so let's
Pull
go to
that
the
out.
next scene. Okay, so yeah, we have where he's approaching two guys, and then we have like a very unending black background.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the light just covers himself and two other guys, and then every other thing is pitch black. So was he shot in a studio or?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was shot in the studio. See, everything about this, the beginning of everything with JJ Okocha, with these guys, all of this was shot in the studio. We never stepped out, except those other stuff that was shot outside. And this was not green screen. It was not green screen. It was shot directly against the wall. Against the wall.
I mean, there's a lot
So,
of lightning.
yeah, but I'm not really going to talk about post-production because I wasn't there.
Okay.
But like I said, every good DOP will tell you I need to get 95 or 100% of my job done here. Then it goes to post, because most times they're not there. And I don't
Yes.
want a situation whereby you have a
There's a block at editing stage.
and then it looks like this DOP did some work that is not good. So I tell you, Stefano is a very great DOP. So if you see, the lighting here was also kind of technical in the sense that you see most of the light came from up.
Up, yes. I can see all the rim lights, their hairs,
Yeah.
their backs, their shoulders, in between them.
So what we did now is, above them was the key light. That was the key light. Now, where you're supposed to actually have the key light facing your characters will actually feel light. So it's just for you to see something.
Yeah. Gives you a
But
sense
then
of...
that's one good thing when you're using prime lenses.
Okay.
They are able to open up those details so that when it comes to editing, little playing with shadows, playing with contrast and all of that, you bring everything back to life. And that was what played here.
Okay.
So understanding the kind of lenses used for
What lens
production.
was used in this?
In this very one, I think this very one was a 35.
35, okay.
It's been long, so I can't really place it. But we mostly had 20, 24, 35. Yeah, we had lenses between that. In
And
short,
all prime.
yeah, so I think there was a time that the DOP was almost, because there was a particular lens, I think it was a 20 or a 24, that was not yet on set, and he was running haywire. Like, I need that set.
And he needs that.
I need that lens. So the DOP usually has a vision that nobody's seen. The director has his. He needs to transfer that.
Yes.
So I think it was a 35 or so. And this
Okay.
very shot,
Yeah, the
that
goalpost.
the ball came directly.
To the camera, yes.
Yes. This was not a trick. This was not a trick. I had to vet.
Is a lie. Are you guys hearing?
See, it wasn't a trick.
Kick the ball towards the camera itself.
I had to tell the DOP. I believe he's
Hope
going to watch
nothing
this,
broke.
and I hope he put a comment down.
Insurance.
He was like, Jay, are you sure? I say, this is the legend. If I put my finger, and I say, JJ, please play it to my finger. Trust me, he will play the ball to that finger.
Wow.
And when we were set, they had to say, okay, somebody just stand close to the lens so that he doesn't. JJ was just laughing. Say, where do you want me to play the ball? I just showed him one kick.
Oh,
The
wow.
ball came there directly. Like, exactly where we asked him to
Just
play the
above
ball.
the
So
lens.
exactly there. And the ball came. Everybody was like, and when we saw it, we were like, it's perfect. Let's not do it. Do you want another take? Because trust me, it wasn't fake. It was directly there, and then he got it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So the final scene where the ball hit the net, it was still similar lighting.
Yeah, so the
So-
net was still in that studio.
Studio, okay.
With-
All right, so we're going to see some breakdown. We brought paper and we know there's a lot to pick from this man. Oh. We brought paper and marker, so he will show us how the entire setup was. You know, the lighting was the magic in that commercial. So he's just going to do a breakdown. So talk us straight.
It's not that serious. So this is what happened. So we had a studio that was, you know, kind of four corner like this.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the keke placed here, and we had the camera from this angle.
Okay.
The DOP and the rest of the people were in these places here. Now the goalpost was on this other side. So we already positioned things this way. So here where the keke is, I'm telling you, we had lights surrounding this place from top to this side to this side. We had lights throwing from all the corners.
Like that's about 5-6 lights.
And we had lights coming from the top, and you know,
Top, okay.
that
Like
lights
overhead
lights. We had
Okay.
lights coming in from there, you know. And we had one camera that we're using. The Ari camera that we're using was just right
Okay.
here. So
And was there like a diffuser in those cameras that were up? Or it was
The
just straight
lights.
hard lights?
no, they were diffused.
Diffusers, okay.
And most of these lights were not coming direct. They were going to all those bounce boards.
Okay.
So we could have light go to the bounce board and send some lights here for us.
Okay.
So in case of the JJ Okocha one, we had him right here, and then we had this light. We had this light right here,
Okay.
you know, and he was on a spin board that was here.
Okay, that's
was-
the very first thing.
Yeah, that was spinning him here, and then we had our camera, you know, just right here, you know, straight to him.
Okay. What of the
I've-
other lights that were
Yeah, so when he was done spinning, he now walked forward. So we had our main key light came from here. That was
Okay.
the one that dropped on his shoulder. Then we had few lights that were here.
all right.
just
So
to-
the when he was still spinning, you can see
Yeah.
we can see the 10.
yeah. So while
what
he was
lights
spinning,
did that?
we had some few lights here. Just
Okay.
little
Bounce
to just,
board or you went
no, we
straight
send the light to a bounce board.
bounce
that sent
board,
to
so
him.
it was the
Because if
bounce light that got
because
him.
if we throw direct light, it might eliminate you know, a lot of things.
Yes.
It will show a lot of things that we don't
that you're
want.
not
So we didn't want to review that. So we wanted to have that kind of a little silhouette kind of look, but not silhouette. You know, just revealing. It's like, you know, when you're unboxing things, you get to see them beat by beat.
Yes.
That was the technique we used.
You
here.
did there.
You
Okay.
know.
Great. I think then fog machine.
Yeah, so we were done. You know, normally we were done with this, and then we had to set up for a fog machine.
Okay.
Because we were done with this spinning and everything. We got it out of the way. Then we set the fog machine where we have him here, and then we threw all the smokes. We threw all the smoke in, and we asked him to just walk through.
Walk through. Okay.
You know,
Okay. So
why
that's
you're
what we
able to
see.
That's why you're able to see that effect. You know.
Now for the Bajaj scene. So the Bajaj drove right through that same smoke, right?
Yes.
Because there's a scene we saw now, like this one.
No. So the
Was
Bajaj,
a different setup for
no.
that one.
So the Bajaj was there. We tracked into it.
Ooh.
Yeah, we tracked into it. We threw the smoke and then we tracked into it.
So he didn't move.
No, it didn't move.
Interesting.
It didn't move.
It was
We
like
tracked. Yeah, we tracked
was
into
he
it.
was he a slider or a full
No, we're using
rig?
we're using a crane.
Crane? Okay.
Yeah, we're using a crane. So we just, you know, dolly
See all
straight
these
into it.
lights.
Yeah, so if you notice all this in this lights work.
The details of the. I mean, I've not seen it. This I feel like buying it.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
what
So,
I see on the streets every day, I don't think it's the same thing.
so that's what
So
I'm
it
saying.
looks so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
How
when you use
light?
when you use certain lenses, the prime lenses we used here, they were crazy. I think this was the 24. So you had to go detail with those lenses to pick up those little details that you see.
Inside of it. I mean,
You
see the
know.
way the light is falling on top of it, moving.
Yeah. So ahead, then again, why we're doing all of that, the keke was not moving. It's in one place. So you're seeing all those dynamic move. We're also moving,
So
playing
was
with
the
the
camera
lights.
moving around?
And then
okay,
playing
the
with-
lights and then
Yeah, playing
Whoa.
with bundles that will show. So if you play it, you'll see that, you know, light is moving like this, light is
Whoa.
doing like this. You're able to see all those things coming
I
to
see.
play.
Yeah, the light comes in
So
and
you see, there's some movement there. we'll off the light, we'll on it back, or we'll move this light, or we'll block the light with some band, and then we'll take it off. So this one.
How did you guys do inside of the keke?
We'll lit from outside.
From outside.
We'll lit from outside, and
was
then
it
use
a small? What camera do you use? We don't even talk
Arri.
about that. Harry, okay.
We use an
So
Arri
you
camera.
went through this scene of this shot.
Yeah. We shot overhead.
Okay.
We shot
Was it
overhead.
like a tracker? Because it's so smooth.
Yeah. No. We didn't use. We had the DOP right inside the keke, so we just moved the little to the side.
Okay. So was it a slider? What rig was?
Yeah, we used a slider. We used a slider
okay.
for it,
Okay.
so we're able to have that across.
Okay. And then there was a crane on set that went.
Yeah, all the dynamic shots you see them moving was with the crane.
Was the crane? Okay. Great. Thank you so much. Sorry, I have to come to that end. I mean, I think we'll do a second part for the second review. I mean, there's a lot. I've learned a lot already. I mean, how you can be so dynamic with your lights, you can be so dynamic with your cameras, with every other thing apart from your actual objects. So, I mean, I've learned a lot. Thank you so much. And we sure should have you again for another episode so we can talk about the short film he worked on. Alright, guys, so don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this content because there's someone out there that wants to make their very first film or their 1000th film. They need to see this content. Please share, and I'll see you again on our very next episode. Bye.